In this video, I will introduce you to EvoMaster. EvoMaster is a tool that generates test cases automatically for RESTful API. EvoMaster is open source and available on GitHub, from where it can be downloaded from, for example from here under the release page, or also just directly built from source. EvoMaster currently targets all APIs that run on the JVM, written for example in languages such as Java and Kotlin. Besides this repository, we also have a second repository in which we collected a set of RESTful API taken from different GitHub repositories. Those can be used as examples and also for experimentation. For example, here in this repository we can have a look at featureservice, which is just an API written with Spring Boot. To be able to generate test cases automatically for such API, we need to provide a driver. A driver is just a class which is used to specify how to start, stop, and reset such RESTful API. To write such class that needs to extend the embedded suite controller, we need to use a library from EvoMaster, which are available on Maven Central. In such class, we need to specify how such application can be started, for example here with Spring application run, how it can be stopped, and for example how to reset its state. If, for example, an API is connecting to a database, then we need to clean the database after all test case executions. Once such class is implemented, the driver needs to be started. Like for example here, I can just right-click and say run. This will start a service opening a TCP socket to listen for communication and connection from the EvoMaster main tools. The main tool is from command line, and it's a Java application. It can be downloaded directly from GitHub, but here for simplicity, I will just execute it directly from code. I'm going to provide two parameters when I'm running EvoMaster from command line, like for example, for how long the search should be run. For how long I'm allowing EvoMaster to run. As a simple example here, I will just specify 10 seconds. But in general, you would like to run it between 1 and 24 hours. Plus, I also need to specify where the generated test cases should be written to. So for example here, I'm going to want them to be in this folder, so I'm just going to copy the path and provide it here. Now EvoMaster will connect to the driver and extract all informations that are needed to be able to generate test cases, like for example an open API schema. Now it's going to run just for 10 seconds and it will evolve different kind of test cases using different evolutionary strategies. Once it's completed, here was successful and it tells us that it has generated 23 test cases in this folder. So this is the file that has been generated right now. So this is going to be a series of test cases using REST assured. The test cases are self-contained, so I can start them and run them directly. Because the test cases are going to use the driver to start the application before any test case is started, stop it once all the test cases are finished, and before any test cases run, we are going to reset the state to make all the test cases independent. EvoMaster captures the current behavior of a system under test, so the generated test cases are all passing. However, EvoMaster also uses different kind of heuristic to possibly detect faults in such API. For example, when a test case is returning a status code like 500, that might be a possible indication of a bug in the system under test. So here it will be captured, and EvoMaster also tell us in which file and line the exception was thrown in the system under test. Thank you very much.